sing for her now. For as the year turns to sour, she'll return as an owl, blood-eye with the owl.
Thursday morning, everyone. This is Natalie, and you are watching Witches of the Moon. I appreciate you tuning in today, and this week we are discussing spirit animals. Now, I don't think this is going to be a very long video because I do believe this is a topic we've covered in previous seasons, but I do want to go a little bit different from where I think my other hosts may have gone. Again, I have not had an opportunity to watch a lot of the other videos this week. I know I'm bad. I should really do that. But I want to talk about how you can use a spirit animal in your craft and how you find a spirit animal. I think everybody knows what a spirit animal is or what a totem animal is, so I want to discuss it from a little bit different angle. I have heard a lot of arguments from people about how you come about finding a spirit animal. A lot of people seem to think it's a lot like finding a deity. There are people that say it comes to you or it appears to you. There are people that say it's something you connect with on a deeper personal level and you kind of discover each other, and other people say you pick it. Now, I've heard a lot of debate about that in terms of deity, and I have my own opinions, but I won't share them here. For me personally, I have three spirit animals. I have the raven, the owl, and the wolf. Now, for me, the raven has a deep connection because I see them everywhere. They're very intelligent birds, and I happen to like them. They've always seemed to be interested in me. They kind of follow me around when I'm out walking about. They're very bold birds, and I kind of relate to that. I've always been kind of a bold and in-your-face kind of person for the most part. And so that is something I connect with, but it's also a symbol of my deity, the Morrigan that I work with, so it has a deep spiritual connection for me there. As far as the owl is very much a symbol in the Native Americans. Many of the Native American tribes see the owl as an embodiment of your ancestors who have gone before you, and that they are sent to you at times to bring you some sort of wisdom or knowledge that you may need or support, and so I very much connect to that. But I also connect to the idea that the owl is a very wise animal. It represents knowledge and book learning, and that's something that's very important to me. As far as the wolf, that's just a powerful animal. It tends to like being in a pack, but it is fine on its own, and it's very strong and powerful, and I really like that, and that's something I like to embody within myself. So that's how I got my spirit animals, and the way I found was just things that I felt connected to, plus I kept seeing them everywhere I looked. I mean, whenever I would go to the store, there'd be like an owl charm or an owl cup or something like that, totally unexpected, and it's kind of a sign to me. Now, how can you use a spirit animal in your craft or to forward your craft or your practice? I have a beautiful owl totem kit that I got from Starry-Eyed Supplies by Joe Morris. I won't show it here because I have shown it in the past, but you can use elements of those animals or things that represent those animals to, in your spell work, when you're casting a spell, you can call on the powers of that animal to help you cast a stronger spell. You can also wear charms that represent those animals to draw on their strength or their characteristics. You can utilize images of those in sigils and things like that. There's a lot of different ways to utilize a totem animal. Now, I do want to make a very important distinction here. A totem animal or a spirit animal is very different from a familiar. It's often an animal that you do not own. Like, for example, you can't own a raven or an owl. You can own a wolf in Texas, but you have to have a license, and a lot of times they're hybrids. They're not purebred wolves. But it's not an animal that is around you all the time. This is an animal who has characteristics that you wish to embody or that you wish to call upon, that you feel you need at that time. Spirit animals can change. Mine tend not to change because I'm not a person who likes a lot of change. I tend to keep mine. I haven't felt very drawn to a lot of other animals. I may call upon characteristics of other animals. I may use some feathers of other birds, like I love mockingbirds. We have a lot of them here, so I may use mockingbird feathers in some of my craft because they're readily available, and I like mockingbird, but it's not what I would consider a spirit animal or a totem animal, something that gives me guidance on my path. I don't really consider it that. So that's basically what a spirit animal does, and some ideas of how you can use it in your craft. I realize this video has been very, very short, and I do apologize, but I know we've covered this topic very well in other venues, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, so to speak. So I hope that this imparted at least a little bit different perspective, maybe in the use of a spirit animal. But other than that, I don't have much else to say. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Blessed be.